Okay, we'll start then. Okay, so who are the people present? So we have Catherine, Srinda, Vishal, Khandip, Ashish, Mario, and Sina. So what happened to the others? I think will they be joining or they are not going to join? Catherine was late. Okay, Catherine, you I think after 4 p.m. I have disabled the this one the quiz. That's why you couldn't give it. Okay. So, okay, as you already have gone through it, okay, you have gone through the notice. So, the new academic calendar has been given with some modification. So, as per the new academic calendar, your class test 2, which was previously scheduled from this month only, this next week only. So, that has been postponed to from 18 December to 22nd December. Within that time, class test 2 will be there, and after that, it will just after your class test 2, it will close for Christmas and New Year. Up to and on 4th January 2021, it will reopen, and the classes will go on up to 13th of January, and after that some Bihu holidays and study leave, and from 20th January to 4th February during that schedule, you'll be having your class end semester examination. So Khandip asked what is the reason of uh, like postponing class test 2. So reason being actually our the university management they had some meeting and all, and they have come up with this particular schedule. So it initially it was I think it was like within that time within during the time of class test 2 only. That means during December and all. Okay, within that time your end semester itself was scheduled, but that was too early. So I think that's why by looking at the other scenarios and by making somewhat similarity with your the schedule academic schedule that the whole nation is following, based on that actually I think it has been postponed by some days, and in place of December your exam will be end semester exams will be in January. Okay, so that's the main reason. Vishal is asking what will be the mode of our end semester exams. Okay, so as of now, as right now, there is no progress with respect to actual progress with respect to coming like you can say doing offline classes and so okay. Uh, somewhat it has open in some institute and all in Assam. Okay, but with parental this one consent, and it is not mandatory also, that kind of thing it is happening, and till now actually there is no guideline from government to open universities etc also, that not universities just hostel etc. But the problem is our student most of our students are like from this resides in hostel PG etc also. So I think some clear guidelines should come, and scenario should enhance should better, then only I think this will be there. But as of now you can think of this semester as an online semester. Okay, if there is like once again any betterment in the scenario and all, corona scenario, opening of the hostels and all, allowing of opening of the hostels and all. So if that kind of things happens, I think it will be open. So Ashish, Vishal, you are asking about mode of exam and semester. So right now you can consider this to be online. Okay, if there is some new notification comes in maybe later on, okay, accordingly it will be changed. But as of now, it will be online. Okay. So Catherine is asking when do you have to go back to college? Uh, Vishal is saying as you offended parental consent. Yes, so all those things, yeah, parental console etc, those things will be there. And yes, apart from that, in our university also, I think along in one of the notification it just written, so partially some students for severe doubt solving, that kind of thing, or definitely parental console and other COVID protocol, definitely it has to be there. Apart from that, suppose for a project related thing, major project discussion, that kind of thing, okay, for that with prior approval, it in our college also some decision has been taken like that. Okay, and Yes, Vishal. I think in the RSU, most of the students are from maybe those who are nearby, staying nearby, or maybe in their home and all. They will be able to open, but I don't know. Like for others, how much convenient it will be, because if the university hostels are not open, because till now, as of now, gov has not decided to open hostel. We, that actually we have to mitigate, like we have to think of different scenarios. Okay, one is like UGC also has to give certain guidelines. AICT also giving certain guidelines. Suppose state gov is having certain different. Apart from that, our own situation also we have to see, like our students, they are mostly residing in their maybe in a college hostel or other in other hostels nearby. So if the hostels etc. it cannot be open, so you cannot like possibly think of directly coming and doing regular class here, right? Because it will be very like those who are staying nearby, maybe they are having their own rented home or like their own home, so they will be able to come, but that kind of problem is there. That's why I think right now it is the uniformity, but still some progress has been made, and uh, some I can say in one of the mail that we received. So that kind of thing. Suppose some allowing some students with prior approval, so that it also we have to go through all those COVID protocol. Overcrowding cannot happen and all. Okay, so that kind of one notification we have seen. Okay, so up to the last class, any confusion, any doubt, or any more doubt, any more question that you want to ask me? Anything else apart from academics, just like whatever you're asking right now? Okay. Okay. So yesterday we had this particular quiz. Okay, and so that quiz is there, and some of you have responded, some didn't respond, and some tried to respond after 4 p.m. when I have stopped taking responses. Okay, the Google form it to stop taking response. So yes, one of the questioners, right? You have to write the main steps involved in the construction of and designing of camp. So like the proper step, actually you have to like first main steps are like the construction of your displacement diagram based on whatever is the given data and all. Okay, so for that there will be certain steps, and the next major step is the construction by considering the proper assumption and proper data construction of camp profile. Okay, so in that case whatever you have to consider, those things you should write. Okay, so but right now this question, if I see properly, okay, so some just like you're asking steps are camp profile trace point, like that. Okay, so those are not the steps, those are some of the. Okay, next another question is KM1 follower. It constitutes flat pair, higher pair, lower pair, medium pair, or reciprocating pair in terms of based on time context. So it is higher pair, and most of you have done it correctly. So as it we are having a line or point contact, it's higher pair. So someone said reciprocating pair, which is wrong. Next, which motion of the follower is best suited for high speed cam application? So it's a cycloidal motion. All of you have done it correctly. So what is the concept of kinematic inversion with respect to cam profile design? So most of you are written with respect to like we consider as if the follower is rotating around the cam, even though actual case cam is rotating, we consider cam to be stationary, follower is rotating around the cam and all. Okay, so that was the concept of kinematic inversion. Next, the radial height above the pitch circle, it's addendum. Okay, so all of you have taken it correctly. Okay, done it correctly. And we have module m, how it is given. Okay, definitely m equal to d by t, so that is the module. Some of you have written t by d, one of you have written t by d, and another one written n1 by n2, so those are wrong answer. T by t and module, how they are related, you know. Okay, so actually it is d by t, m equal to d by t. So many times we have solved the problems also. And which of the following is not a standard value? We are not asking about the standard value, but not a standard value of pressure angle. Okay, so 15 degree is not a standard value. 14.5 degree is another standard value. Okay, 14.5 degree is a standard value, but 15 degree is not a standard value. So 15 degree is the answer. And next question, undercutting of undercutting problem is generally seen with respect to which type of gears. And not which type of gear. Undercutting problem in gears is seen when one place option as backlash is more, next backlash is less. Next mating gear has tooth height. Mating gear tooth height is more. Next height is less. Next backlash more, tooth height more, and all. Okay, so in that case, which main actually it is directly related with respect to the tooth height of the mating gear. So whenever it is uh, more, then actually this problem occurs. That's why we have seen one of the way while discussing the ways of eliminating the this particular problem. So there we have seen we can by interference and all it can be minimized by reducing the mating gear tooth height. So if we can do that, so it gives us the property. Okay, that means if height is more, that problem is there. Next, interference is observed with yes involute gear profile. Most of you have taken it done it correctly. And next is two mating gears. It must have same module or same number of teeth, same pitch circle diameter, same angular velocity and all. Okay, so in that case, they must have same module. Some of you are writing same angular velocity. So same angular velocity, why should they have same angular velocity? No, because see, we know that we can go for different velocity ratio. We can increase or decrease the velocity. So in that case, if we are talking about stepping up the velocity, that means 500 RPM suppose gives rise to 1000 RPM. So are they having same angular velocity? Definitely no. If it is a reducing type of drive pair, 500 RPM, suppose it becomes 200 RPM. Definitely the angular velocity is not same. Similarly, number of teeth, same number of teeth. No, why it is required? Nothing, not required. So same number of teeth, the two mating gears, it may have different numbers of teeth. And generally it happens. Similarly, with same pitch circle diameter, no, it's not required. Okay. So because the gear may be of different sizes, which can be of can be missed. And someone was very clever. He wrote all of the above, but it's not all of the above. Okay, so similarly, pitch circle diameter and diametral pitch are related as so if we multiply them, actually it becomes pi. Okay, so because pi d by t was there, right? So r equal to that that I'm equal to we already have PC, that is the PC mean pitch circle that one. Okay, so most of you means five of you 45% or around 50% took it correctly. So it is P into P. Okay, that it gives you pi. So next, satisfaction of fundamental law of gearing, which it ensures constant velocity ratio. Most of you have taken it correctly. Two gears A and B are in mesh. So this question actually most of you are unable to consider properly. So two gears A and B are in mesh. Gear A is a ring gear and gear B it's a spur gear with external teeth. When the driver gear rotates in clockwise direction, what will happen to A? Okay. So in that case, what is the problem you are doing? Mistake you people are making, it's something like this. So as per the question, what is being said, two gears are in mesh. Gear A is a ring gear. Ring gear is the outer gear we have already discussed in our gear train, right? So A is the ring gear, B is a spur gear with external teeth. So in that case, I can draw like this. Suppose this is the ring gear one, this is the outer gear. Okay. So suppose these are the teeth that it has got. Okay. So don't mind my drawing. Okay. The quality is not good. Okay, so we are talking of having internal teeth only. Okay, so the ring gear will have teeth like this, the internal teeth. Okay, so don't mind my drawing, it's very poor right now. And we have got another gear, spur gear, and they are in mesh. Okay, suppose this is the spur gear that we have. Okay, and it has got external teeth as per the question. Okay, so situation is this actually. Don't mind my drawing, okay? The drawing is too poor. If you try to draw like this, your marks will be deducted. But right now, as I am using laptop and all, drawing here is very difficult. So that's it. So now two gears A and B are in mesh. Gear A is a ring gear, and B is a spark gear with external teeth. So this is the ring gear, gear A. Okay, and this is what? This is gear B. Okay, so now they are in mess. Now what will happen if, as per the question, if your uh, when the driver gear B rotates in clockwise direction, what will happen to A? So driver gear B, this is the driver gear B. It's rotating in clockwise direction. Okay, what will happen to the this particular gear? What is going to happen here? First question answer was, first option was no movement to gear A. So that is definitely wrong. Definitely there will be some movement as they are unconstrained. They are allowed to move. The subs are unconstrained actually. Okay, so they are free to rotate. The subs are free to rotate and they are in proper mesh as per the question. So definitely will not rotate. That is wrong answer. No, nobody has given, no problem. Will translate. Definitely no one is with confusion with this. And some of you are writing it will rotate. Most of you are writing, not some of you, 9 people. It will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Why do you think it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction? Now the situation is this. So actually it is a kind of internal meshing. So internal meshing, so the direction of motion will be same. That means it will rotate in clockwise direction only. Meshing is internal meshing. Understood? Or any confusion is there? Those who did this made this mistake. They said that it will rotate in clockwise direction. I think you people directly made the mistake because of this, okay, which was intentionally given. Spark gear B is having external teeth. I think external teeth you have considered as external missing. Is that was it the mistake?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so be careful with those words. Okay, external teeth and internal teeth. Actually, external teeth with this kind of teeth it has got. It is not external missing. But if this kind of situation is happening, one is having this and those. Okay, so it is missing is internal missing. Understood? Those who have made the mistake, Khandip and others.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, so with respect to gear contact ratio 2.34 means what will be the meaning? Who can tell me? Who will tell me? Who would like to tell me? So that contact ratio 2.34 or whatever, it means that two pairs of teeth are in always contact. Okay, 100% of the time at any instant if you consider. Whereas if it is 2.34, three pairs are in contact for 33% of the time of contact. Understood? So that is the thing. So with this, the quiz 7 discussion we have done. So that's it. So is there any more confusion? Any other question that you have? Shall we move ahead? Shall we move ahead and so try solving one problem from gear train? Yes. If you permit me, I'll move ahead. And today, what we'll do in the last class, up to last class, we have solved problems from basically normal gear drive and one or two small problems from suppose your component gear train and all. But today we'll be discussing epicyclic gear train and analysis of epicyclic gear train or the solving problem with respect to epicyclic gear train. It's a very easy type, but step by step we just go. What we do, we generally make a chart and in that particular chart we show the different condition of motion and we show the different elements present in that epicyclic gear train and with in a particular condition of motion what kind of motion the other elements are getting. So that is what we do, and once we analyze and we have got a certain condition, after that In the question, whatever conditions are given, we try to correlate with it. Okay, whatever motion we have obtained after analyzing that motion expression, we try to correlate with whatever has been given, the given conditions as per the question. Okay, and that is how we generally analyze the epicyclic gear train problems. Now today we'll be going through it. So now the question state, an epicyclic gear train, it consists of a sun wheel. So sun wheel, planet wheel, those things you must know what is annular wheel. So in this particular figure, what is the sun wheel? So we know sun and planet gear also is a kind of it's a epicyclic gear only. So here if you look at this particular figure, so basically this gear is the sun gear S, okay, and is a basically gear train. It consists of an sun wheel S, a stationary internal gear E. So this is the internal gear E. This one, the outer one, that is the annular ring. Okay, internal gear means just like I have shown in this particular figure. So this way it has got this kind of teeth here. Okay, so next, and a stationary internal gear E and three identical planet wheels. Okay, so three identical planet wheels P carried on a star shaped planet carrier C. Okay, so these are the identical planet wheel P. Okay, so this, and this. Okay, next, this is your sun wheel. Okay, okay. About the sun wheel, actually, this planet wheel it can rotate on your on their axis also and around it also. Okay, and this is actually is your the internal gear or the annular gear. Okay, so this is E, and this star shape, okay, this one actually this is nothing but your the carrier. This is the carrier C. Okay, so this star shape is this one, and next the okay, so on a star shape planet carrier C. Okay, this one is C. The size of the different tooth wheels are such that the planet carrier C, this star shaped planet carrier we're talking about, it rotates at 1/5 of the speed of the sun wheel S. Okay, so that means whatever is the speed of this particular sun wheel S, okay, so the planet carrier will rotate at 1/5 of its speed. That is one of the given condition. Next, the minimum number of teeth on any wheel is 16. This is another condition. The driving torque on the sun wheel is 100 Newton meter. Okay, so those are the some given data that is given. So this condition the carriers it should meet. Okay, now from here, and this sometimes this particular figure might be given, sometimes from this particular whatever is the problem statement, from there also you should be able to draw this kind of figure. Okay, so now from here you have to determine the number of teeth on different wheels of the train. Okay, so you should be able to find out if those conditions, okay, these conditions, that means see planet carrier rotates at 1/5 of the speed of the sun wheel, minimum number of teeth on any wheel is 60, the driving torque on the sun wheel is 100 Newton meter, and also if this kind of situation has to meet, okay, condition has to meet, then the number of teeth on all different wheels on the this particular gear train you have to find out. Apart from that, you also have to find out the torque necessary to keep the internal gear stationary. Okay, so those are the things, that means the holding torque. So now, as we have already discussed while solving this kind of problem, okay, so what we do, we make a chart, we make a chart, and there what we will show, we will actually going to and do the analysis with respect to each and every whatever is the element that we have, the different gears and arms and all. Now, for that, we make a this kind of chart, and there we show the motion of various elements. So here, what we have showing, we are showing the condition of motion, and in the other columns, with respect to this condition of motion, what is happening to the different elements which are present. So, what are the different elements present here? First element is the unique elements we are talking about, not the repeating kind of elements. So first element is one thing is the arm C that we have. Okay, the arm C. Next, the bigger gear E, this is there. Okay, so we will be analyzing gear E. Next, we have the planet gears P. Okay, so three identical planet gears we have. So and as they are identical and the motion kind of thing. Okay, ultimately the planet gears will have the similar kind of thing. So only one planet gear, any one planet gear we can analyze no problem because the other two are identical to each. So planet gear P, and we also have this sun gear S. So sun gear S. Okay, so all the elements we have considered. Is there anything left? No. Up to this much, I believe it is clear. Yes. Okay, thank you. Next, what we'll do, we'll be going through the different condition of motion, and for that, what we will first consider, we'll consider the arm is fixed. Okay, as if the arm is fixed, and the gear E, this one. Okay, the gear E is rotated through +1 revolution. So +1 -1, where it is like clockwise, anti-clockwise, like that only. Right now, we are not mentioning suppose clockwise or anti-clockwise. So if we consider suppose positive for clockwise, we have to consider negative for anti-clockwise or vice versa. Okay, but that's why we are just showing +1 revolution. Okay, so now if this is the condition of motion, what are the elemental condition of motion? That means for C, for gear E, for gear P, and all. What kind of thing will happen? We will discuss. So arm is fixed. That means arm velocity. So this is the motion only we are talking about. So what will be the motion that will be there in arm? So fixed mean arm fixed means motion is 0. Next, gear E is rotated through +1 revolution. Okay, so +1 revolution means ultimately this is nothing but the motion of the gear E +1. Now, if you look at this particular figure, so gear E, it is in mass with gear P. Gear P is in turn in mass with the sun wheel S. Okay, so if we have to discuss now about with respect to gear P, so what kind of can anyone tell me E and P, the outer wheel E and the planet wheel P, whether they are internally meshed or externally?
Internally.
Yes, correct. It is internal meshing. So in internal meshing, now if suppose gear E is rotating in a particular direction, suppose clockwise. So in which direction gear P will rotate?
Clockwise direction.
In the same direction only. Okay, internal meshing in it, the gear rotates in the same direction. That means in the positive direction only. And how can get the motion, which we already know with respect to this particular. And also you can get it by TE, that is the number of teeth in your this wheel E, that is the gear E, divided by this number of teeth in P. It is going to give you that indication about this particular motion, and it will be positive sign only. Why positive sign? Because whatever is the sense of motion in E, it will be the same sense of motion in the planet wheel P. Understood? Yes. I hope you have understood. Okay, thank you. So now we'll be going for analyzing gear S. Okay, so that is the sun wheel. This one, this one is the sun wheel, the meter. Now from P, now P and S they are in mesh. Okay. Now once E has been given the motion from E, actually the planet wheel P has got the motion. Now from P, the S, the sun wheel S, which is in between. Okay, it will get the motion. Okay. Now can anyone tell me this P and S, how are they in how they are in mesh? Okay, whether they are externally mesh or internally mesh?
Externally.
Externally, sir.
Yes, correct. So they are external meshing. That means what is the whatever is the sense of rotation of P, will it be the same sense of rotation in case of the S, or it will be the reverse one?
Opposite.
Yes, correct. It will be opposite. That means I have to consider the negative sign. Okay, because the P is rotating in clockwise, so now it will be rotating suppose in the other direction. Okay, and now how we can get the indication of the motion of this particular S. So step by step, if you see, it will be TE by TP. We are getting the motion up to this much. Okay, multiplied by now from P to S. Okay, TP in by ts. Okay, so it's going to give you the indication and negative sign because of the sense of rotation, and ultimately TP gets cancelled and they will end up with this negative te by ts. Okay, up to this much, is it okay everyone? Is it clear? Actually it corresponds to this particular figure and you
Yes,
have
sir.
to see. Okay, you have to see the type of machine. Now once this is clear, the next steps are simple only. The main step you have to understood was this only. Okay, in a same clock, arm fix means arm velocity it is 0. Gear is given one complete revolution means in the positive direction, suppose +1. Because of the motion given to the gear E, gear P will get some motion that can be given by positive of TE by TP. Now because of that, gear Sun can also will get some motion which ultimately comes out to be negative of TE by TS. Now the next condition of motion is once again arm fix, and now in terms of +1 revolution, we are making it suppose x number of revolution plus x. So previously it was suppose 1 rupees, now it is 10 rupees, that kind of thing. That means we have to multiply it with that particular value. So that is what we are doing. So arm fixed, so arm velocity once again 0. Gear is now rotated to its this many revolution plus x revolution. So we have to multiply it with plus x. So 1 into plus x is plus x. So x into this much, okay, x whole into this much, it remains like this. And here also x is multiplied x into this much. Okay, next step was this. Now, what we have done in the previous cases, we have not considered any arm velocity. Arm was fixed. But in epicyclic gear we know that the arm can also have the motion. Now, if we also add some motion to the arm, this arm, okay, if we add some motion to the arm also, now some other motion will be there in all the sun wheel and planet wheel and annular wheel and all. Okay, so we can give some motion to the arm also. So let's now we are adding y is the motion. Okay, y to all the elements. Okay, and from here total motion what we will get if we give motion y to all the elements, that means we are also considering as if the arm is being rotated. So if we are doing like this, so 0 plus y, so that is y. Okay, so plus x plus y, so plus x was already there, we have to add y plus x plus y, so this is x plus y. So similarly this must x whole into tp by t by tp into y, that is y plus this, I can write like this. Similarly if I add y here, so plus y minus this one. Okay, so that is the total motion that we have obtained after analyzing. Understood? So all the elements we have considered and what kind of motion they can have in terms of the number of teeth and all we have obtained. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so actually in this point of problem, getting this is this is the actual main step, and after that whatever is given in the question you should correlate with these values motions. Okay, so next, what are the given conditions? We have to go for the given conditions. So the given condition gives the sun wheel S, it makes 5 revolution for 1 revolution of arm C. Yes or no? Because it is said planet carrier C rotates 1/5 of the speed of the sun wheel. Okay, if that is happening, then sun wheel C is rotating at 1/5 of the speed of sun wheel. Okay, that means if sun wheel is making 5 revolutions, C is making 1 revolution. That is what is the condition. So that is what we are writing. The sun wheel S makes 5 revolution for 1 revolution of arm C. So what we can write, 1 revolution of arm C, that is y equal to 1. Y has been given to the arm, right? So that is the motion of arm C, that is y. So y is 1 revolution. And because of that, what is happening? The sun wheel S is making 5 revolution. Okay. So from this chart, which one is the motion of sun wheel? So this gives you the motion of the sun wheel. Okay, so that means this is 5, this motion is 5 if this motion is 1. Okay, when that is the arm C. Okay, y is 1, that means, and this is y minus x whole into t by t5 is should be equal to 5, right? Understood? This is what is the given condition. We are just equating with whatever is the motion we have obtained after analyzing in the chart. So y1, if we now consider wheel E is stationary as per the question, wheel E is stationary, you see. Stationary internal wheel E. Okay. So stationary internal wheel E means, so this is stationary. So if it is stationary, stationary means it is having any motion or not? Is there any motion? Stationary means no motion. Okay. So as per this condition, that means E, which has got a motion of x plus y, it should be equal to 0. Okay, we have obtained y to be equal to 1. We have obtained as it is to be equal to 5. Okay, so now after that it is just like your class 5, 6, 7 problem. So E is stationary, so x plus y will we have to write as 0. And after that, you just have to solve them. Just solve, and what you will get, so you'll get in terms of this TETS. Okay, so TE you have obtained as the number of teeth in E has to be 4 times the number of teeth in the sun wheel. Okay, up to this much understood? Let me know. I hope yes. Okay, so after that, what we have considered, as per the question, it is given that the minimum number of teeth on any gear is 16. So we are just considering, let's consider minimum number of teeth on the sun wheel is on the sun wheel S. Okay, so TS, if we consider as 16, then from here we can get this to be as 64. Okay, yes or no? Hello, am I audible? Hello, am I audible? It seems I'm not audible as no one is responding. So what we'll do, we'll go through the next step of the problem in the next class. So today, up to the making the analysis, we have studied. Okay, so seems like you have not heard me. So we'll stop here today. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. I don't know whether I am audible or not. Hoping for the best.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Samim, was I audible during the last 5 minutes or so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but no one responded anything. I don't know whether if we are actually in the class. Okay, so whatever. So the next stage of the problem will solve in the next class. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.